What's the most satisfying tables turn moment you've witnessed in court? Court clerk for 8 years. This divorced dad was fighting for custody of his 6-year-old daughter. His ex-wife claimed he was an alcoholic who endangered their kid. She came prepared for war, had photos of beer bottles scattered around his house, testimony from 3 neighbors about loud parties, and even a police report about a disturbance at his address. Her lawyer was this slick guy in a $3,000 suit who'd clearly done his homework. The evidence looked damning. Photos showed empty bottles everywhere. Kitchen counter, coffee table, bathroom sink, even one in the kid's toy box next to her stuffed bunny. The neighbors swore they'd seen him stumbling around drunk at 2 p.m. on weekdays. Music blasting at all hours. One elderly neighbor claimed she'd called CPS twice because the little girl looked neglected and scared. Her lawyer painted him as a complete deadbeat. Said he missed scheduled visitations because he was too drunk to drive. Claimed the daughter came home crying, talking about daddy's angry voice and how the house smelled like yucky medicine. The guy sat there quietly throughout the whole character assassination. No fancy suit, just wrinkled khakis and a polo shirt, clutching a manila folder like his life depended on it. I've seen plenty of custody battles, and this one looked over before it started. The judge was taking detailed notes, nodding along with the ex-wife's testimony. She was crying at all the right moments, playing the devastated mother perfectly. Even I was starting to feel sorry for her. Judge looked ready to rule against him when he finally asked to speak. His voice was shaky, nervous. Your Honor, when exactly did she say I missed those visits? October 15th, 22nd, and 29th, the ex-wife replied confidently, dabbing her eyes with a tissue. He opened his folder with trembling hands. Here's my work schedule from the fire station. I'm a paramedic. I was saving lives those exact dates, 24-hour shifts, 2 car accidents and a heart attack on the 15th, apartment fire on the 22nd, 3-car pileup on the 29th. The paperwork was official, stamped with the fire department's seal. Undeniable proof he was literally saving lives when she claimed he was too drunk to see his daughter. Her lawyer's confident smirk started melting. Then came the kicker. He pulled out his phone. And here's security footage from my apartment building. The video was crystal clear. Timestamp showed 2:47 a.m., 3 days before the hearing. There was his ex-wife, using a spare key to enter his apartment. She had a grocery bag full of beer bottles, the exact same brands from her photos, placing them strategically around the living room, even staging one near a children's book. The courtroom went dead silent. Her lawyer started shoving papers into his briefcase like the building was on fire, but he wasn't done. Second video showed her coaching their daughter in the parking lot after visitation. Remember, tell mommy if daddy's house smells like the yucky stuff. Can you say daddy was sleeping when you needed him? Practice your sad face. The little girl nodding innocently, not understanding she was being weaponized. Judge's face went from sympathetic to furious in seconds. Custody awarded to father, effective immediately. Supervised visitation only for mother pending psychological evaluation. 3 months later, she lost visitation rights entirely when 2 more recordings surfaced. One of her calling his workplace pretending to be a concerned citizen reporting him drunk. Another of her paying the elderly neighbor $200 and a script to memorize. The neighbor felt so guilty after seeing the little girl crying that she confessed everything. The ex-wife got charged with perjury, filing false reports, witness tampering, and harassment. The dad got full custody, back child support, and legal fees covered. Her lawyer dropped her and reported her to the state bar for fraud. Last I heard, that little girl's thriving with her father. She's in soccer now, honor roll at school, and lights up whenever someone mentions her daddy. He brings her to court sometimes for routine paperwork, and she always waves at me from across the lobby. Some victories just hit different when you see justice served to someone who truly deserves it.